theoretically, I was born in the early, Roman area. See, the early Roman area. Anyway, it goes on that we went to school, and by the way, the teachers are rough, and you learn something. I think we had the beginning of algebra even in the third grade. I don't know. Maybe the kids do here. I don't know. The American education system is really excellent. Really excellent. It does that sometimes we have problems here and there, but anyway, it was good there too. From that point, we grew, and in the meantime, about 1923, I believe, when Mussolini came into power, my father was here in America. By the way, my father loved America. I mean, he loved America like you wouldn't believe, If you ever heard an Italian say something against America, it's a pack up, get the hell out, go back, He was one of those really Italian Americans that really loved it. Anyway, he didn't like what Mussolini was doing. So, reading the newspaper, etc. And by the way, having gone to, and he fought on the Allies, with the Italian army together with the Americans then in World War I. But anyway, Mussolini came into power. My father didn't like it too much, so he decided, he was here, alone. He decided, said, hey, I better get my family. My father thought more of an internationalist type of person, let me get my kids out of there with 3 brothers. And, of course, my mother. And when I was in 5th grade, as a matter of fact, in Italy, we decided to bring the family over. And my mother had never left town, one of those gals, but she was kind of a smart gal. And so they started making arrangements. From the tailor started to come into the house. You don't go to Lazarus to buy a suit because you call the tailor over and make a suit, make shirts and everything else. And we decided, so we went through. We embarked in Genoa. We came to America. We were still on a boat anchored. I think it was one of the ports in New York. And of course, my 2 brothers and I were always my older brother was 15, I was 11. My younger brother was 10, 9 and a half, something like that. We looked over the bow of the boat, looked down on the American kids. They were playing. Well, we said, oh, look at those dumb American kids. They're playing that ball with a stick. They're crazy. What are they doing? And we were used to playing soccer, And then we found out later on that the stick meant the whole baseball. So that was really the first introduction, the American life, seeing these kids trying to hit the ball with a stick. And of course, Porto Sant'Elpidio in Italy is a summer resort. See, so my father, I guess, he had come down from Canada and then, down. He landed in Atlantic City because it's a summer resort. He's trying to keep his friends from the same town, moved into the summer resort. So we came to Atlantic City, and of course, it was at that time, and now they ruined it with those gamblers, By the way, Atlantic City used to be a beautiful town. Now those gambling buildings are the ugliest. I mean, you want to see ugly architecture? Say no more. Go to Atlantic City Boardwalk. Well, once it's a beautiful sight. Those old homes, they used to rent to folks out of Philadelphia, New York, etc. Now they got glitz, and the old Atlantic City, including myself, you know, hates it, you know, hates it. It's terrible. And they really wrecked Atlantic City. All it is now is just a gambling joint.
When did you do what year did you do the piece I saw in the museum? I think it's the...
The violinist, yeah, that's in the museum, yeah.
What year was that?
Mary knows that stuff. The year 19... maybe around 1969, 70, something like that. Yeah, I did we had the old office we had out in the parking lot. We had an office, Bob Cunningham's office upstairs on the second floor, and he got killed in a car accident. See, he was a good teacher, too. See. So I said, hell, I mean, once in a while, I said, I may have a few hours here and there, I go up and paint. Mm-hmm. And I did the violinist there, got a few hours.
Beautiful piece.
What year were you born, Joe?
1915. I'm getting pretty old, you know, but I'm exercising to keep up with you guys.
Are you? Yeah. It looks like you are.
Yeah. I do my back exercise. I can walk decently.
That day, isn't it?